Getting started in a skilled trade and getting into an apprenticeship, it's not all about just building, working with your hands, putting pieces of wood together, digging a ditch, or putting power lines in the air. It can be a lot deeper than that, especially when you're an apprentice in the union, like the Lineman apprenticeship or an ironworker's apprenticeship, pipe fitter, an HVAC tech, plumber, electrician. Today's video, I want to talk about the academic part behind being an apprentice in the skilled trades. Hi, I'm Austin with Blue Collar EDU. We're here to expose, teach, educate you guys about blue collar career opportunities, how to get started in the skilled trades. I went through an IBW Lineman apprenticeship in the Northwest from the years of 2017 to 2020. Before that, I did power line tree trimming clearance, before that welding, and before that I worked at a mechanic shop while being in high school. So the trades is really everything I know. And I've come to a realization that while the trades are highlighted as, hardworking, back-breaking work, while, whatever industry you work in, it's rugged, it's hard, you gotta have hard hands. If you don't, you got soft hands, brother. When you look at the trades, or most people that look at the trades from the outside looking in, they're like, that looks like all they do is just work. It just looks like hard and labor-intensive work. And while yes, most of the time it can be, the other side of the coin when it comes to skilled trades is the academic book technical side of it. You get into a trade like the lineman trade or electrician or a plumber or iron worker or an HVAC. Do you know how much goes in behind the scenes, what actually takes to work in an industry like one of those? We'll use the lineman industry just for example because that's what I'm super familiar with and that's what I know. That the academic, the book work behind you'll learn inside of an apprenticeship is vitally important. While you're in an apprenticeship, while you're an apprentice, there's a very, 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 very good chance that you'll be doing a lot of book work. What I mean book work is you'll have literal physical books, or more so now, a lot of it's on a laptop or online. But either way, you'll be doing book work. You'll have quizzes, you'll have homework to do, you'll have tests to take. Whatever, however, the apprenticeship is structured, whether that's you're going to class one week in a month or every other Saturday or 1 week a month or whatever that structured training looks like, the apprenticeship is working, learning in the field on a real job, working for an employer, learning from professionals in your industry. And the other side of it is you going to class and learning the more technical, the why behind what you do. If we use, like I said, the lineman trade, for example, this is a book that I have from my third year as an apprentice lineman from Camp Riley, and it's got 5 things that we cover in here. And if we just crack this open really quickly, we can see here, it starts out by talking about grounding and bonding. Now, for some of you, you have no idea what grounding and bonding is. But if you're in the lineman trade or if you know about electrical at all, especially in the lineman trade, before we work on a power line, for instance, we have this thing called identify, isolate, test, and ground. So if we're going to work on it and we're able to get an outage, we need to identify the circuit. We need to isolate the circuit from any potential voltage or potential current. And then we test it with a high voltage tester and then we ground it. Now, why do we do all those things? Now, you might be taught in the field, well, identify, isolate, test, ground. This is what we do. This is just the procedure we do if we want to work on this. Grounded, dead, de-energized, that's the rule of thumb, identify, isolate, test, ground. But why do we do it like that? That's what you're going to learn inside of your books, inside of the in-class training learning. And this goes a lot deeper than just that little tiny thing. Now, there's so much to learn inside the lineman industry when it comes to all the different pieces of electrical equipment, your transformers, regulators, capacitors, all the math behind electrical theory, transformer theory, vectoring, impedance, capacitance, all these things that are related to the electrical world that you're going to learn. There's a lot. And that's what the in-class learning inside the apprenticeship, the academic part about it, is that most people don't think about when they're looking to get into a trade. I'm not saying it's great that we learned this thing, but a lot of people think, well, I'm getting into a trade, I'm just be working with my hands. Well, yes, you will be working with your hands, but a big portion of it is also learning your books, learning the why behind what we do. So it's important to keep that in mind, because the books, the academic part about the apprenticeship, is just as important as working in the field and being competent, hardworking, smart, asking questions out in the field, being in class, being able to do your homework, pass your test, and do essentially get good grades in your book work is just as important, because if you don't pass your test, you could also fail the apprenticeship. You could be the hardest worker out in the field, the best person on the crew, know how to do all the work with your hands, which is great. But if you fail to recognize, or if you fail to pass tests, or if you fail to do your homework, then that can also flunk you out and make you drop out of the apprenticeship as well. So it's just as important. I just want you guys to know that the apprenticeship isn't always just about working with your hands, building things, creating things with your hands out in the field in whatever industry you're in. The book work is just as important. I always refer back to this book as well, the guidebook to linemen and cablemen. If we just quickly look at the index of this book, this has the essentials for linemen, electrical units, electrical power system overview, working in substations, alternating current, three-phase circuits, awareness in electrical environment, constructing overhead power lines, constructing underground power lines, working with conductors and cable, operating switchgear, circuit protection, installing personal protective grounds, the purpose of a transformer, supplying power, working with aerial devices and digger derricks, rigging and power line work, working at HOT, outdoor lighting systems, revenue metering, tree work and electrical utility environment. So that's stuff that's covered in then just this one book. But you gotta remember this, there's many books. This isn't just one book that we use inside the trade or as an apprentice inside the apprenticeship. That's just one of the books. All the different packets you get, all the different books you get, and all the homework that's going to require you to study certain chapters in a book like this to pass the homework, to do the homework. Then you'll have tests on that homework. You need to pass these tests to upgrade or to move on and through your apprenticeship. I know getting into the trades, you're not good with tests, you're not good with reading, you're not good with book work. But it's important to realize if you're looking to get into an apprenticeship or maybe even getting into a trade school, this academic portion is going to be very, very, very important, and you have to keep that in mind. Don't just think you're going to waltz into an apprenticeship and it's just going to be you being able to just work with your hands, because a lot of people can do the physical labor that needs to be done in a trade, but not everyone can do the book work that needs to be done. So it's important to remember that. Hopefully you guys can learn from this video the academic part about being an apprentice in the trades. It's not all about just the hard work that you have to do. It's also about the books and learning the technical side and the why of what you do in the field. That being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next video.